Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I know I have been working a lot lately. Tuning's been really busy with the new dyno. Excuse the mess, we've been working on all kinds of stuff like this big block Chevy with a nice turbo. We put a, let me get some light here. We put the sniper on this thing. It had the 600 horse kit. We put the 1200 horse kit as well as this MSD boost control timing box. For now, we're gonna try to see if we can get this Mallory ignition system to work. If we can't get it to work, then we're gonna have to get a new ignition system on it yet, but one step at a time with this car. It's pretty nice and want to do it right. I guess I've already shown it to you guys, but so yeah, the dyno over here, been getting lots of miles on it lately. Well, I'd say lots of miles, but I've done a couple of cars on it and it's a lot of fun. It's kind of crazy though when this thing burns rubber. It leaves a lot of it, which I had a car on here with IRS and there's not a real proper way to strap it down with the way that this thing's strap down system works. And I was doing second gear pulls and that's when I kept having the issue with the tires spinning. It'll make some rubber dust. It's pretty funny, but it doesn't like chew the tires up really fast, but it leaves the dust all over the place. Yeah, so anyway guys, I've been doing a lot of tuning and playing around with the dyno and stuff. So it's been a lot of fun. I haven't had time to do a whole lot on the truck, but I do have some new parts for the truck. That's right. Finally got me a new Circle D converter. So unfortunately, I didn't have time while I was putting the torque converter in to get it on video, but I did, however, get it installed. Right there. Can't see much of it with my downpipe in the way, but yeah. Still have not been able to find my trans leak, which I think it is coming from this bolt. But I can't help but wonder if it might be coming from here. I mean, maybe it can soak up that high, I don't know, but it almost seems like it might be in this casting right here. But I don't know. Anyway, got the new converter installed. Have not driven it yet with the new converter because it's here for some other upgrades. So I don't know if I've showed this in the video before, but here is my 255 inline that I'm running right now. That comes on secondary. It comes on with a, or on the Holly kicks it on at 2 pounds of boost. The pump comes on. And you can see there's a secondary line here that wires together right there into a single 8AN and then an 8AN fuel filter. And then continuing on, the 8AN line runs up to the back of the intake manifold, which you can't see here, but there's a Y back there and it splits off into each manifold, or into each fuel rail. Comes out of the regulator and then comes back down through my 6AN return, which is this hose. It runs along back here. Somewhere right there is the line. That would be the return right there. It uses the factory feed line. So it returns back in the tank, and in tank I have the 450 pump. So a single 450 and a 255 did get me to 933 on my dyno. And as some of you may have seen on a Facebook post that I left, Mainline claims that it reads roughly 15% less than like a DynoJet dyno does. If that is really the case, then that means I made, you know, what, 1100 rear wheel if it's 933. I don't know if it's off quite that far. I mean, it could be, but I'm not sure. Oh, you guys do remember I did buy a new drive shaft. Didn't get it on video because it was underneath the truck, but yeah, I got me a 4-inch aluminum drive shaft. Guy over at PTS, or PST, I think it's PST, Precision Shaft, something, I don't know. But anyway, he told me that it was rated for 2000, or that it would be good for 2000 horsepower. So I think we should be good on all of that, hopefully. But yeah, Caltrax. I don't know if there's anything else under here that I haven't showed you guys yet, but yeah, I guess, so the next step is we are getting rid of the fuel pump, or fuel tank. Simply because my fuel pump pickup is right here. And so I have to end up running almost a half a tank to keep it from sucking air under heavy launches. And that's not a big problem. I don't mind carrying the extra fuel. The next problem is the tank opening up top is not big enough to fit 2 pumps in. Because I want to run 2 twin 450s because my fuel system is just starting to be maxed out. On my 933 pull, it started to drop. It dropped almost 10 psi of fuel pressure up at the top RPM. So I know I need more fuel pump. So the easiest way to do that is to, well, put a bigger pump in it. So since I'm limited on what I can fit in the tank, I don't really want to run some noisy big inline pump. And even if I did get a bigger one, I still only have a 6AN feed. And I think 255 is one of the only pumps that is happy with only having a 6AN feed. So decided to do twin pumps in the tank. We're gonna be doing a 450 and a 550, which is basically a Hellcat fuel pump, which is a 525 with no check valve in it. And that makes it a 550 liter per hour. So I'll let the truck down. I'll show you the fuel cell and what I got going on up there after I get the tank removed. Since I got it up, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tank. I'll update you guys here in a bit. All right guys, so this is the fuel system that I had previously on the truck. Well, I've had up until now. So I got a 450 here in the tank. These are the wires, the 2 power wires is running 12 gauge wire. Fuel sending unit wires. This is the factory fuel sending unit harness and pump harness at one point, but I'm not using that. Here's my ground. Over here, I have my return right here. Let me get a little extra light here. I have my return right there, and the feed was right there. So that's the 8AN going to the engine. There's a 6AN coming back. And so the way I had it set up, this is a bulkhead fitting right here, and it has an aluminum tube that goes down, which I'll show you in a second when I pull it up. And this was a feed line for the 255 pump, and I had it wide together with this line, which is the feed line for the 450 pump. And I had the 255 on a boost switch. Well, basically the Holly was kicking it on at 2 pounds boost. So I'll go ahead and see if I can get this puppy off of here, and then you guys can see how I have it set up. I remember it being kind of tight getting it in there. Let's see if I can get it out. Between the pickup tube and the 450 pump, it's definitely a squeeze in there. There we go. All right, there she is. So that is how I had it set up. Basically, it sits in the tank like this, with the little pickup tube there pointing towards the back. That way, a little less likely to suck air during heavy acceleration. And yeah, so everything seems to have sealed up good and worked good. But time to move on to bigger and better things, right? So we are back, got everything wired up. So we got my fuel sending unit wires right here. They're running from the factory harness, factory plug. Got them running up along here. Let me get some extra light here. Through here and up through the bed, right next to the feed line. That is an 8AN coming off the Y block from in the bed, and runs along here, and then over to here is where it will be going. I don't have it hooked up yet because I want to do some testing, see if the pumps work one at a time. And the return line, that is already hooked up. I don't have it all tied up yet and stuff, so I'll have to do that yet. Return line comes up through the bed here. Probably I'm gonna put a grommet on there yet too. I don't know what to do here as far as grommet. I think I'm gonna have to do something there yet. This is just to get it going for now, just see if it'll work. So yeah, let's go ahead and try it. So if everything is right, I should, this is the ground signal, which would be the 550 pump, because it goes off the Holly on a ground signal. So technically, if I put this on a ground source somewhere, it should kick the pump on. So see if I can find a clean-ish bolt to reach. I can't reach anything from where the wires are right now. Everything is dirty. Let me see. Got a stinking oil leak from the master, or the booster again, brake booster. Oh look, there's a clean source. All right, let's see if it works. There it goes. Holy cow, that pump is moving some fluid. Holy crikeys. Yeah, she moves a lot of fuel. And that is some pretty dirty fuel. That's another reason why I wanted to test everything. I have check valves, so I think that part works. Now I need a positive source for this one. I don't know if I've got one here handy. I don't think I do, actually. I have to let the truck down and connect a positive source to that one, which I may just go jump it from inside the truck or inside the bed of the truck. Let me get a ladder and go up there and show you guys what I did with the fuel cell. All right, climb up the ladder. And this is the fuel cell. It is a 33-gallon cell. It's plenty big. Gotta use both hands to get up here. So, there she is. I should have taken some pictures or something with the fuel bucket or fuel pumps, how I set it all up. Totally forgot to do that. Don't really want to take it apart right now, so maybe next time. So the way I've got this set up, I've got the two pumps coming out of here, the 450 and the 550. Looks like we already have a leak down here somewhere. Can't tell where it's coming from. Doesn't look like it's from the hose. Yeah, it must just be from the Y block here. I'm gonna have to tighten those fittings up. Yep. But anyway, got the power lines coming through here and over to these super awesome fuel pump relays. So these relays are from Speedway Motors. So they're pretty slick little thing. They are 70 amp relays. It's pretty neat. I can't really get the camera from underneath, but underneath them, maybe you could see it there, but it says out and in. And then on this side, you'll notice it says ground and then C+. So anyway, those are the trigger wires. And they come with the J-case fuses. So, and they're rated for 70 amps, which I got 30 amp fuses in there because, well, not each pump is a 70 amp pump. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make a jumper wire here on the 450. I think if I give this one power, it will kick the pump on. Let me go get a wire. We can make another run. Actually, I'm gonna get a wrench right away and tighten up that fitting. All right, guys. I had some leaking going on with my fuel lines, so I ended up changing to a different line. As you can see, this one is looping way out and around. It is a different style of hose. It is not PTFE, but it'll have to do for tonight because I need to get to do some racing and nobody seems to have a PTFE 8AN hose in stock. So I'll show you guys some testing here. Let me get the camera tilted in the right direction. Get some extra light in here. There you go. So this is the 450 and that's the 550. Listen to the difference in the way that they run. Sorry, this is the 450. Yeah, bottom one is 450, 550 up top. I don't know if you can hear that. And this one needs to be grounded. The 550 has a much higher pitch. Sounds like it runs a lot faster. I'll put the camera on the tank and then you can hear it better. All right, this will be the 450. And this is the 550. So yeah, they're both working. We are so close to running this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuel system buttoned up. I still need to do the trigger wires, so I've got them routed up here. They're routed here right now, so I'm going to be replacing the regulators and stuff that I used before. So just taking the trigger or regulators, I meant solenoids, relays, sorry. So I'm just going to be using the trigger wires from each relay, hook them up to the 2 wires that are running back there right now. So we'll get all that buttoned up and we can fire it up, and then we can try out the new converter. So yeah, anyway, update you with that here in a little bit. Alright guys, well, I got her up and running. Got my stuff in the back. Yeah, let's see if we can get this in there. So, stall converter is pretty nice. I'll kind of try to videotape this while I drive it. Quite a bit looser than the other one was, for sure. Fuel system is working great. Yeah, I think everything is set. So I'll kind of drive around a little bit and show you guys how the stall converter acts. Check this out. Monitor. I think it's -2. Yeah, this one has my target boost and the actual boost. See if I can get a good angle on it. There we go. Alright, so I'm in gear right now. Popped it into gear. Neutral. Gear, my launch button, it's like I'm gonna have to put my target boost a little lower for launch because she was climbing boost like crazy. It's pretty awesome. But building boosts is no longer a problem. I like it. Alright guys, thanks again for watching the video. I didn't have time to make an outro. Been really busy. I've actually got probably 2 or 3 more videos coming out. One of us going racing with Hans's truck, my brother-in-law's. And I think another one where I was doing some other mods on the truck. So you guys will just have to tune in and keep watching. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.